Shine on, y'all, shine on. I am over here tripping, and I'm not, for real. I just, it's my turn. My son is 10 years old, and he goes to Jefferson County Public Schools in Louisville, Kentucky. And while last week he got called a nigger by a girl on the bus. Well, last year he just called that group of girls the mean girls. So in our home, we teach him don't fight girls, don't disrespect women, none of that. So with that, I got to clear y'all out. Y'all coming on here and shining, hitting stuff I can't see. So I said, listen, last week, and it was just in time for the open house, and I told his teacher, listen, I'm going to be out of town, and I really can't be mad about this week, so I'm going to give you guys a week so you guys can come up with and let me know what kind of racial sensitivity that you have for that situation. Now, because I walk it like I talk it, this ain't nothing new for me. I went to Holy Angel School under Father Clemens. I spent my formative years under Dr. Reverend Jeremiah Wright of the United Church of Christ, Trinity United Church of Christ. I currently go to Bates Memorial Baptist Church under the Reverend Dr. F. Bruce Williams. So I'm in the fight, and I already know, and I ain't trying to fight you guys. I'm just trying to make it better. So my son was called a nigger last week on the bus. The little white boy who defended him, they're all in the 5th grade, they're in elementary school. He defended him to the white girl and said, don't call him that, you bitch, you cunt. So I didn't, when my son told me, he said, well, he called her the B word, and then he called her a word that I'm unfamiliar with. I said, what was it? And he said, cunt, and I told him, don't say that word. That's a horrible word. So this week comes, and on Monday, the little boy says to my son, yeah, she called you a nigger, you should beat her up. And my son said, well, I don't fight with. We teach our baby don't fight women. Don't hit girls. You ain't never seen your daddy do that. That's not what we do. That's not what men do. You don't hit women. And having a mama like me, you don't hit women. So I go to the school, and I'm out of town. And my husband didn't call me with it. Didn't nobody call me with it, because when I'm out of town, I'm out of town. So when I came in last night, 2 a.m., I talked to my son, and he told me about it, and it happened on Monday. On Tuesday, my husband comes in like, well, what did you do about it? So, of course, the white male assistant principal gives my husband the runaround, because I didn't change my last name. I'm happily married to this man, but I Tina Turner. My name is Tami Charles. My daddy gave me that name, and I'm going to keep it. You know my name. Call me baby. So because we don't have the same last name, he was like, I don't know, your boyfriend, your husband, well, Seven's dad, as he's talking to me, okay? I ain't tripped. So I come in today, and I have to chase this man down. He see me coming. He moving. I find him in the lunchroom, and as I'm talking to him, and he's telling me, well, I already handled the other kid. I already taken care of it. I've already handled the other kid. And I said, I understand what you did. I just wanted to know, what do you do as far as sensitivity training with, African-American kids with the racial slurs? And, I said, well, can I see the footage? And he was like, no, you can't see it. It's above me. If you want to see it, it's at the Lee's Lane, and I can't show you that. I'm going to have to order it. I said, oh, okay, well, then will you? He said, it'll take a couple days. I said, okay, well, this Wednesday, how about Friday? He was like, I'll let you know. Okay, the main reason why I'm even having this live right now, had he just pointed me in the right direction, I said, he kept saying over and over, I can't tell you what I did with that. I don't want to know what you did with the other kid. What I want to know is, how do I go in my home when my son says, he's feeling some type of way. Last week, this little kid was his friend, and he thought he was. And this week, he's tripping like, man, my friend choked me. So I am not here to tell him what to do as far as, you should be black and that should be horrible. No, that's not why I even came. I came to support the fact that I'm trying to help my son realize at 10 years old, there's always going to be reminders that you're a black kid. And I'm just trying to help him along the way with that and do what I have to do with that. I walk it like I talk it. And I am furious. So then I go sit in the hallway. He said, well, that's above my pay grade. You're going to have to go to my boss, which is a black principal, female, with 2 sons. Boy, I kept it cool. Y'all be proud of me. I kept it cool. So as I'm talking, so when they went through a side door, look at the other videos. They went through a side door, dude, and went through a back door and pulled her in and said whatever he said to her. They send the secretary out to say, she wants me to get your name and number. I taped that too. I'm going to upload it. She want me to get your name and number because she's in PLC meetings. And so I told her, I said, well, my son was choked on the bus and called a nigger and a pussy. And you're telling me she's in meetings. What do I have to do to make it an emergency? She immediately went, I'm just doing my job. And then she looked back. She said, I'm a mama too. I'll be here. I don't care how long her meetings is. I'm here. I'm self-employed. Ain't nobody telling me what to do and how much money to make. So as I'm sitting here tripping like, are y'all really giving me to run around? I'm on the PTA. I do every single thing at me. I speak at the veterans, me. I'm the one that brings Black history, me. I'm the one reading it, all these kids, me. I'm at here I just had lunch with my son, me. He got 2 parents at home, me. And y'all gonna try to get me to run around? I realized they ain't giving me to run around. They scared of the new player. Because the game is the same. It's the avatar that's changed. The whole time I'm talking to her, the assistant principal right there, white male standing behind her, and she's scratching like, are you recording me? Because I respect that woman so much, I did not record it. I could have. And I told her, because of you, I'm not recording it. But it ain't stopped me from going live, baby. And you don't know the people that I know behind me. You don't know the squads that I have. For the simple fact, I don't know if we sparring. So they gave me the run. I said, well, is there a physical place? I'm from Chicago. Hell, I'm 45 years old. I got a 10-year-old. We done made it all this time without this issue. I'm good with it. I have friends we teach our son to love everybody. I'm not even tripping on the racial slur part to keep it all the way real. He a black man, this gonna happen to him. He never hears it at home. Nobody ever says it at our house to each other. None of that. However, y'all don't have nothing in place, but you're going to tell me what you did to the white kid. I can't tell you what I did to the white kid. Let's make it clear. I'm not asking you what happened to the perpetrator. I'm asking you what I need to do as a victim. Because my son, 10 years old, came to my bed and said to me, I thought he was my friend. So that's what I got to deal with. I'm trying to figure out how I got to make sure, how do I have to make sure that, you know, what y'all doing? How do we doing in conjunction? Are they sitting on the same bus? So it was lunchtime. I went to talk, and she said, well, can I talk to 7? Hold on. You can speak to 7 as a mom. Because he may tell you some things that he ain't telling us. But you can't talk to him as a principal. I waited until the white man, and I told her. When he walked away, I told her, because he was mad as hell. These little piss-ass papers. I kept walking his ass back and forth, back and forth. He gonna write down a number. I was like, is there a physical place? Because just like I pulled up here with no appointment, I'm pulling up there too. I'm on my way to the Jefferson County Public School Board just to see what we're going to do. Only because you should have seen that assistant principal just gyrating, his face red. He mad as hell that y'all didn't pick the right mama bear to poke. I only wanted to come, in all honesty. We just started the school year. He going to have this often, so I'm not tripping on that. I just wanted to know, like, it's 2018. Do you guys have anything implemented on what happens, you know, on the victim side? Because we don't watch the news in my house. My son knows nothing of Trayvon Martin or Tamir Rice. He knows nothing of that because I'm letting him have a childhood. But his mama know. He had no idea that having his color or being his color made him different. We ain't raised him like that. I'm from the south side of Chicago. He ain't had to go through that yet. He 10 years old. So I know it's a little christening, a little walking through, a little wayment moment. I just wanted to walk through it with him, you know? I just wanted to support my son in that, you know? But at the end of the day, you ain't gonna call him a nigga, choke him, and tell me you handled it. Did you? Did you? All right, y'all, I'm finna walk, going to this school board. I ain't gonna keep y'all, but I'm just tripping because I'm trying to decompress. And the reason I didn't record our entire meeting, because keep it all the way real, the principal tried to get me to run around too. She tried to save her job too. She tried to go through protocol too. I am a 45-year-old parent. I served this country. I have done what I needed to do. And I don't want to do this. I run a black business in a black community. I go to a black church. This ain't no new story. But you running me around? I didn't even ask you none of that. I just want to know what y'all got in place. What do you have in place? How can I help? At the end of the day, y'all know that the shift is happening. Y'all shine on and keep me in your prayers, send your good vibes. But if you represented by anything in this picture, anything, I'm putting you on light alert. Because I'm unashamedly Christian. And I'm unapologetically black. And if there's going to be any activism, it's going to happen to everybody. And when it's your turn, I'll ask y'all to do it in love. But she done pissed me off a little bit. Not she, but the assistant principal, who was like, oh my God, here we come. He pulled her through this back door. Now, y'all should have seen it. Nevertheless, y'all keep me in your prayers. And I'm a mother raising a black son. Now, I'm happily married. I ain't single or none of that. But any married moms know that you still raising your son in a lot of ways by yourself. My experiences coming up with brothers ain't my husband's experiences. I'm from the south side of Chicago, where y'all may be in here in Louisville, where the trees still have strange fruit. But I came from, the Black Panthers fed us. I own a black business. I only shop. I would spend my money in my community. That's who you kids you messing with. He don't even know who his mama is. And he ain't supposed to know. I need him to know who he is, not who I am. And I'm about to ride over to this school board to see who gonna run me around now. Who gonna do it now? Y'all shine on. Do it in love. Thanks.